What's up, good people? I am James Barjuda, and this is Shed Some Light. Today we're going to be talking about Amanda Gorman. You know, she's in the news again. Not for any, I guess,
good things.
Good things are to
Nothing that she's done.
Extol her for being the poet laureate that she is, or admonishing her about the many other accomplishments that she has obtained. And it would seem that, that's what it would be, in 2021, but yeah. So here we go. I think my wife is going to read the tweets here, and we're just going to kick it around for a little bit and then go from there.
Okay, so she tweeted, this was a few days ago, but so she said, a security guard tailed me on my walk home tonight. He demanded if I lived there because you look suspicious. I showed my keys and buzzed myself into my building. He left with no apology. This is the reality of black girls. One day you're called an icon, the next day a threat. And then she tweeted a second one and said, in a sense, he was right. I am a threat to injustice, to inequality, to ignorance. Anyone who speaks the truth and walks with hope is an obvious and fatal danger to the powers that be.
Right on.
Yeah.
She flipped it for the
positive.
The positive, and yeah. I appreciate that. She didn't boo-hoo, woe is me, or anything of that nature. She stood her ground and showed her strength, even though that this security guard tried to say, I don't care who you are, I don't care what you did or what you've done. You're still, at the end of the day, I'm going to profile you.
Right.
Just a quick break. I just want to let you guys know, at the bottom of your screen there, you will see Real Life Conversations, and that is hosted by Reverend Dr. Robert Lamar. He is a good friend, or becoming that anyway. We have some Bible studies. We've had one so far. We do them every Tuesday, or at least it was last Tuesday and this Tuesday. If you would like to be a part of that, leave a comment in the comments, and I'll shoot you out a link when we actually go do the Zoom on Bible study on Tuesday. You want to check him out on his Instagram. It's a Real Life Conversation. Check him out. He's just he is an awesome, down to earth guy. Yeah. So he'll be scrolling across the screen the whole time that me and my wife are talking here. So yeah, Amanda Gorman. What do you? Not necessarily about her, about the situation. How do you kind of feel
about the situation?
Unfortunately,
it's sad that we are still having these conversations.
Right.
That people want to make distinctions based off of the color of your skin. And it's not just with black people. It's, with Hispanics, it's with Asians. Like, there's just still division amongst people based off of what they look like, and there's these stereotypes, and they just assume that you're one way because you are of a different race or a different culture from them. And I don't know, it's gonna sound corny, but it's like, when is it not gonna ever be a conversation? When is there ever going to be a time where, we won't have to have these conversations and feel like you're a threat to anybody when that's not what your intention is? Like, she was just trying to go home.
Right.
So, and this particular person just felt like she didn't belong, wherever she was. And I'm going to assume where she lives is probably a nice complex. Mm-hmm. She is a darker skinned girl, and for some reason, the darker you are, the bigger the threat, and unfortunately that's what it is. But what's the need for her to be a threat? Like, I'm sure she's
what about
tiny.
Her is threatening? What about her is suspicious anyway? I don't know. I don't know. They are not releasing any photos of the security guard
Right.
or whatever or whatnot. But what if to see her as a threat? I would think that there's some insecurities in him.
Yes, exactly.
I
It's
don't
just how
know
he's
him,
feeling about
but
himself.
yeah.
And I think that would be for anybody. Like it's what, but even
Like the
regardless of
9-year-old girl
that was
that was
handcuffed.
handcuffed and pepper sprayed,
Yeah,
and all she really wanted was she was just asking for her dad. And the police officers, they outweighed her by a bunch. And it was, if you when they panned out on the video there, there was like maybe 5 or 6 other police officers there for this 9-year-old.
And why do you need that many police officers?
How is
for
that
a
9-year-old?
child?
And she happened to be, black. She happened to be a black little girl. And then another story of the lady who was accused of stealing something from her store, and she was trying to prove, hey, I haven't stolen anything. Look in my bag. Look in my bag. And they pepper sprayed her while her 3-year-old baby was in her arms. And you can see them tussling back and forth with the child, and they're accusing the mom, the one of the officers in the back. Geez, what's wrong with her? This mother is trying to protect her baby,
right? And
the officer is trying to flip it as if she's trying to do a wrong thing,
trying to make it seem as though they are the victim,
right?
When all she's trying to do is protect her child.
She was just trying to protect her child, and she was profiled.
Right.
So again, Dr. Martin Luther King had that dream. I look to a day when people will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of the character. We still look to that day.
Yes.
This is not a boo-hoo. This is not a woe's me. This is not anything like that. This is just reality and saying, you know what, any and everybody who is going through this, I don't care what color you are, we are behind you. We know. Right. We've experienced that. And there's a reason why I fly the flag the way that I do. I'm not anybody special. I'm just another average Joe Blow out there, but I realize and recognize the reality of today. And you know what? It's not to cry about, it's to fight about. And it's to do it diplomatically. Do it in a way that affects the people that are affecting you. Right. Violence is not something that it's not something that works.
Right. That's what they want. That's what they any type of change.
Right.
Like you have to go about it the right way. You not saying you have to be silent, but there's a way that you can get your point across without it getting to the point where it's a violence or where you want to constantly fight, for what it is that you're trying to do.
Right. I hope that this is recording. I hope that this is recording. Yeah, I know it's recording, but the volume, I don't know if the volume is working. I don't see this mic meter moving. But this has been Shed Some Light. I am James Barjuda. We're talking about, discrimination and still how we have to live through it today. Be sure to check out my brother Robert Lamar at his Instagram at Real Life Conversations. And you guys be blessed. Peace.